What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another rotation show. I'm glad everybody's tuning in, coming back. We appreciate the love. Always.
What's up, everybody?
Yep. Today we're going to take it back, though. We have Dave from Preferred Gardens and my brother Tomas from Calibis Farms. We just wanted to run it back just to let you guys know a little update of what we got going on in this in this weed industry and give our little side of what we got coming. So, welcome back, boys. Moss and Dave, how you guys doing, man?
Doing great. What's happening?
That's what's up, man.
Another beautiful day. Doing amazing.
Yes,
smoking this snacks. It's fucking leaking.
We got lucky today. Dave brought in some straight indoor flower that he's trying out, testing, or just his bangers that he already knows. So we're going to get really fucking high this episode, I'm sure of it.
I'm already
forgive me for stumbling at the end of this. And,
let's get it. Well, let's hop in. Let's talk about Calibis Farms. Tomas, tell us, a little bit about what you guys got going on. What's new in the world of Calibis Farms?
Oh man, bunch of hurdles, man. But we're starting to make our way out there. We're starting to earn dispensaries' trust and selling the product and. It wasn't like the 215 days. We were on shelves everywhere, and now it's like you got to know the buyer. There's a lot of politics,
network,
also logistics. You got to have a distro that's on it and stuff like that. And there's just so many different barriers that you got to start getting used to. Yeah, It's crazy, bro.
It's a saturated market right now, and you got coming into the market new. Calibis isn't new, but we're new to rec market.
Right.
So establishing ourselves as something that was back in the day.
No comment.
We're done with that. But yeah, man, trying to get on a shelf that's crowded already is pretty hard, and we have network, and that's I think what's helping us right now get into where we are.
Yeah,
and that's the game right now. It's not really what you have at first; it's who you are. Who do you know? Then you get the side door email to the buyer or the the owner that is your boy's friend who can put you in a chat together and link you type thing. That seems to be one of the main ways to do it. Otherwise, you're going in there and you're taking the email of the buyer and that buyer's not hitting you back. So that's a little bit of a hurdle. I think we're blessed that we have a pretty good network over this 12 years of owning Calibis clothing. So that's been working out for us a lot. And
I know on the retail side of things, like in the buyer position, how many emails come through for different brands. So you're right. Being able to know somebody or have a referral or friend of a friend to get you in that position always helps.
Yeah. You have to stay persistent on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you also have to have a really good product, and that's what
huge.
We went back and made sure that our product is really good.
Yeah.
And, and what you say your product is, there's a lot of other products out there that are not the same as comparable as your product, but they have the marketing money. There's big money behind a lot of these brands out there. So you're trying to compete with that as well. That's another huge hurdle. You know what I'm saying? And for us, it took a lot of money to get our facility up, and the licensing and years of just almost 3 years just to get licensed in Sacramento. Like it was the worst city. It was a learning lesson, but so we're moving forward from that. And we had a couple products. We released a couple products, like 3, and then you see your product on the shelf and you see all these other brands with tons of flavors, and then there's your 3. So that kind of makes
it's a little humbling.
It is, and it also makes the consumer think like, oh man, that's
not sure
3.
about them.
Let's see what what I mean. But
that's true. It's a good way to think about it.
You just gotta. We're just sticking with it,
right?
And now we spread out our SKUs a little bit more. We have 2 live resins. We have about 6 cured resins, and now we're releasing our white label, which is our more botanical distillate line of things, which honestly sells the most on this market. You know what I mean? Because it's the cheaper, lower
value
tier
product.
value product, and that's also what we learned going into the market. We wanted that premium product, right? But also we wanted to have that scale to be able to sell at each level. And right now, you know, with this economy and everything, all the cheaper product is what's selling the quickest.
It's volume.
It's moving, you know. So we added our white label, and we were very good at that because that's what we started with in the beginning. You know, people call it distillate hot dog water, this and that. But
hot dog water.
Honestly, dude, a lot of women, new people who just start smoking and stuff, they prefer that, dude. Like,
what do they like about it? What do you think that attracts?
They like the flavor.
Yeah.
You know, like they like the smell that they can bring it anywhere. And
convenience.
That's what we get. That's what we get a lot from our the vapes, like with the botanicals and like putting that watermelon terp into these oils. You know what I mean? It's they say that, oh, I can smoke it anywhere. I take it to work. You know, it's not. I don't smell like a skunk going.
Yeah, it smells more like the watermelon than it does the weed.
But then a lot of women, older women,
nurses, lots of nurses.
A lot of them like the fruitier flavor. You know, it's like the vape market. You know,
yeah,
it's the same thing. So, yeah, we're really excited to launch our white label, and our cured resin's been killing it. Live resin's been killing it.
Yeah.
You know,
but what I learned about, you know what I mean? It's not just about getting into the dispensary.
Yeah.
You have to go out and sell it, especially in this type of market. It's so saturated. And I've been jumping out there and doing the demos, and what I'm learning a lot more about my customers. Like I said, nurses.
Yeah.
They are probably like anytime a lady with scrubs walks in, I'm already, you know, that's who I'm trying to get to, because she's like the disposable income and always buys and she always goes to the vape cart section every time
because they don't want to smell like flour.
Yeah, well, they're quick,
job.
You know, they go and they hit it probably during their breaks, move quick, probably takes the edge off.
Yeah,
you know, so but demoing out there and really being able to connect with your clientele and also connect with the buyers, connect with the bud tenders.
Yeah.
I'm there for 3 hours, and when it's slow, we get to chat and I get to learn names and, you know, get to really know the club in and out. And that's been huge that's been a huge success on our end on getting into a saturated market, dude.
We were just talking about it earlier too, the little demo wheel you guys have set up. It's badass. Yep. Basically, you could go in there, buy some Calibis product, go up to the wheel, spin it, and then win money back.
Yeah, we're doing that. It's a little different.
That's cool. I like that.
Win money,
T-shirt,
merch,
and a bunch of merch, and that's what they love, dude. You know,
that's cool. I love that.
I know there's gonna be a lot of wheels out there real soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Because these guys, AJ actually gets a crowd there. You know, and they're like, "Hey man, we got to move the line." You know.
Yeah. They get mad at me. They want me to move.
Shit.
Yeah, everybody wants to win, and I had to like cut it back to not everybody who comes in the line spins anymore. It's anybody who buys our product now. Because, man, I was running through too much merch, too much product at first. I was like, hey, man, I don't think everybody here is going to buy Calibis Farms, man.
Damn.
So, you know, and there's a lot of flower people, and so you kind of got to get around those.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think everybody's going to have a cart at some point because of the convenience and the discreetness if they travel a lot. Like flower smokers smoke a lot of flower, and that's all they smoke. But when they travel, they'll probably have flour and a cart just so that they can, you know what I mean,
back up,
move around, And if they run out of their weed, then they have a cart for the last 2 days they're there or something. So, and I think the cart market's coming back.
We see it. We see it. Right? We move a lot of carts. There's days where it's carts.
Yeah.
Carts have always slang.
You know? No, they took a little dip.
They took
that little period.
After the news.
But after that,
so it's really important to have that good hardware too, man.
Hardware.
That makes a big difference, and we're it's pretty cool. We haven't had one return.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Ever since
0% return rate.
That's really actually nice.
Yeah, so we use the same supplier we used for a while. You know, I've been to fucking China, sat down, I seen what they do. I seen other people they do it for, and you know, so we're happy with our cart supplier. The only thing that now it's also turning into that we've been thinking about is also turning into disposables.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know we never wanted to do that because it seems so wasteful. You know what I mean?
Super wasteful.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the batteries.
The battery,
Yep.
it really is. But
Not saying that
man.
our current cartridge isn't wasteful. I'm not saying that the
Yeah.
packaging that we have to stand out in isn't wasteful, but it's true, But if we go full battery and the cartridge fully disposable, I feel like that's just a little too much,
Yeah.
man. Just to hit puff and then just discard like that.
I've seen some interesting ones where they do like a disposable. Well, it's the theory of disposable, but it screws off and you could still use the battery.
Right.
Then the battery
the battery gets
is
a
there,
little
it still
further.
gets used.
But
Yeah.
what we want
Yeah.
to do later is provide everybody with dablicators with a little bit of a needle on it, and then they can refill. So
That's
we can
sick.
get maybe one to three uses on our carts.
Yeah.
So-
but
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That's different. Nobody's doing that right now, right?
but that's hard though. You have to,
I haven't seen that.
when
A
they're-
whole nother SKU.
when that oil gets cold, it's hard. People don't know that. Like it's
Yeah.
not pushing, then you have problems. So
Then the
it's-
clubs are getting bombarded by people complaining. It's
There's a
not
lot of
working.
education
A lot too
that goes
much.
with it. But
Yeah.
if you're in the clubs
I can
and
do
you're
it.
with the bud tenders, I think that's the most important thing because they're the ones that are actually,
Yeah, I
talking
could
to
tell
the
them,
people.
like,
Yeah.
Pushing your product.
Pushing the
like,
product.
put your
If
oven
it's
on
legit.
low or some shit
Yeah.
and put it in there. It's glass in it. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Hold it. I've heard just holding it in your hand tight, just because the warmth. As
Yeah.
long as it's not
I
like
think
cold.
for something like distillate, you might need it a little bit
More?
warmer to get it.
Put it between
just
your ass
right.
cheeks.
Yeah, there you go. Right in the crotch area, the taint.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
Yeah.
do that.
poke yourself a little.
That's crazy. So tell us, like, what stores you guys obviously since the first podcast, shit's changed because
Yeah.
you're in so many more stores now. Tell us where you're at now. What are some of the new big stores people could find you in within Sac and without, like
I don't want
outside?
to leave out any
I
stores,
got this.
but
I got this for Sacramento. We have All About Wellness and Zen Gardens.
Shout out,
We
shout
love
out.
both of them. They are family to us, and they really take care of us.
Yeah.
For San Diego area or a little bit of north of San Diego, we have Vista Tradecraft Farms, Vista and Tradecraft Farms in Port Humane. I don't really know how to pronounce but they know where that is.
Cool.
And then in the Central Valley, like 209 area, we have Blue Fire, Finos, Firehouse, Flavors, PCF, and I think that's pretty much it. So we're like 9 or
Nice.
10
Those are
clubs
big
right
ones.
now, and
yeah,
they're not the clubs we are in are actually really quality clubs, and
Yeah, that's great.
we've been
They move
very
units.
blessed to
Yeah.
have that. So that's really
it's helping us to learn how to build our foundation of
yeah.
managing these. You know what I mean? Working
Yeah.
with the distro, working on, logistics.
Yeah, we're only still
Learning how they
our first
operate,
year.
you
We're
know?
we're still in our first year.
Are you guys now? I know you have your clothing line, which you're pushing that in a
It's
whole nother
crazy.
direction.
Yeah.
It's taking that to the next level. Do you guys see any crossover, like when you're in these clubs? Is there opportunity to be in the clubs for clothing too?
Yes.
Like, have you like?
Yes,
what
we-
does that look like?
No, we have been asked to be in have a dispensary, but with Calibis we're going retail right now.
Got it.
So
Wholesale.
we're getting into a bunch of different stores, but like tier 1 Nike stores, more fashion forward stores.
Yeah, boutiques.
So
Yeah.
we had to turn down a bunch of different clubs or even smoke shops. Even if it's a high end smoke shop, our sales guy doesn't want us in them because he wants us in stores where they sell ice cream, Billionaires Boys Club. He wants
Nike
us on a higher
releases.
Yeah.
tier,
Yeah.
tier 1 Nike store status stores, and he's I understand where he's coming from. It's like it'll water it'll make your name look kind of not as premium, and I understand that,
Yeah.
so we can't
It's like
do
selling
that.
them at the
Yeah.
liquor store. You can't do
Exactly.
That. Yeah.
Exactly.
Even if it's not at the liquor store, I mean,
On a
I don't know.
tall tee.
It just taints your brand, I guess, is what he was trying to say. So we're staying away from that. But we give away clothes at these places, and you know,
Yeah.
it makes it more valuable.
Calibis
you know?
clothes or
Calibis and
Calibis
Calibis Farms.
Yeah, a
you
little
know?
bit of both.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah,
this,
you guys'
this
shit crushes. love
Yeah, I
your
was gonna
guys'
say, the
clothes. I've been wearing
stores,
your guys'
too.
clothes for forever.
Thank you for the support, my man.
you always
Yeah,
see
yeah.
like
Dave's always been supporting us.
there's always some like photograph where somebody's got your hat, your
Something,
shirt,
a little something.
socks, jacket.
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool, man. So moving into Calibis, we just released our spring, and it's you know we're doing Calibis Farms and Calibis, so we're firing on both cylinders, and we're trying to find this medium ground because we're so tired, bro. We're working
A
so
little
hard.
overworked.
We're extremely overworked, but we're trying to make it, you know, we're trying to grease this machine and make it run smoothly for both, you know. So Calibis Farms is a whole different side of things, but now Calibis going into retail, we're finding we dropped our spring, we can't even drop 8 other designs because these stores are taking them already, you know what I mean? And our sales guy gets another order, and we're like, yo, we printed this for our online, but yeah, you want to get into the stores, we have to keep them happy right now,
absolutely.
keep it going. And we're like, fuck, push it to the stores.
It's been a grind,
And-
bro.
And
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
yeah, so it's
You guys have been folding clothes, folding shirts. Like every time I see you
Units though.
we have
boxes and boxes
we
and
have
boxes.
to.
moving it, no,
Got
that's
to.
that's
Have to.
honestly, and that just it shows like for people out there watching too. It's not like you can sit back and shit's just gonna happen.
Nope.
You have to put in so much time, so much effort, so much
It is.
energy, your life, your
It takes
passion
everything.
It's fucking
into it.
sacrifice.
And
If
your
you're not
family
sacrificing, you don't
sacrifice.
deserve anything. So
That's
fucking
true.
Exactly.
I know we've been quiet on social media. That's, you know, it, but we're all busy here, so we're trying.
Yeah.
Not
to,
only that, we're gearing up for a solid, a very solid, well thought out launch for summer and things like that. So there's gonna be lightweight, like a rebirth for Calibis clothing,
Nice.
and we're gonna really come out and present
Yeah.
really strong. But
That's
we've been
good.
a little bit working behind the scenes, a little bit
a
silent,
little
lately.
more reorg.
A little
know?
reorganization, restructuring right now, and we feel like we're hitting another level right now, and there's a whole
Yeah.
another realm of responsibility.
We
and
got these store orders. We didn't know we had to fucking put the hang tag in under the armpit, put the fucking you know, now we have to have both woven labels, top, bottom. Throws another, you know, we usually have one, now we have 2.
Mhm.
And then we're also dealing with sourcing blanks, because since COVID, you know, this is like the aftermath of COVID. There's so many holes in all of our suppliers, like no extra large, no this, none of this color. Damn, they bought all of this color. What do? We have to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been like a lot. I feel like we've been
Piecing
losing a
orders.
lot of time, but also it's not a loss, it's a lesson. You know, we're learning to figure this all out, and now we moved into working off Excel sheets now for all the designs that come in. And bro, it was a hey fuck the first round. Everyone's oh dude fuck, you know, we're running around fucking trying to fill these fucking orders and get them out. We have the sales guy, he's just calling, hey yo, we're trying to take this credit card now. You need to get this store now. They got 5 more stores. This is your first trial. You have to impress them. But like, we're doing all we can, bro.
Yeah.
We're trying. I'm just gonna give you
Working
my best, dude. That's
16,
it. You know?
18 hours till early morning. Like it was our first round. Yeah, that was a big learning curve, and it was stressful.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool, man. So now we upgraded to one of the top of the line automatic presses. So now we'll have that. It's gonna increase production fucking tenfold.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
Quality.
we're gonna be printing our own stuff still, and now we're pulling back on fresh press from taking clients because we have so much work of our own.
Yeah.
And then we keep on our homies and people that matter to us. So we're just simplifying our menu, especially with Fresh Press, which is our print entity, our entity that does promotional products. Or we print a lot of people's T-shirts around here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start pulling
Yeah,
back on those
yeah.
customers, headache customers.
Yeah, and
You know,
refocus on our priority
brands.
customers.
So you're cutting
Yeah.
me off.
No, we're prioritizing you.
Yep.
Ooh,
Exactly.
that's sexy.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You have to be smart. You have
Yeah,
to
dude.
allocate your resources where they make the most sense, and it's
Yeah.
going to be investing right back into your brand, which is
Right.
most important. You know,
And,
Yeah.
and
You're
it's
gonna
just
be
so
growing
funny, man,
that.
because we are really excited about it, but we're just so drained, you know. So it's like we're excited, but we're like this kind of excited.
Yeah.
You know. But
oh
it-
yeah,
Yeah.
And when me and AJ are in the shop after everyone leaves, and it's us at 11:30, he has to finish this print for this order. You know, like 11:30 at night, bro. We're there at fucking 8 in the morning. You know what I mean?
yep,
And he's still printing. And after selling Calibis Farms, then he has to come take over the next shift from the other guy, just to get these fucking orders out. And
then I go demo.
and we'll talk at night. We'll be like, "Damn, bro, this is what we signed up for." Huh?
Yeah.
This
It's
is
like,
what we
This
fucking
is it.
wanted,
yeah, this
man.
is what we wanted.
This is
right?
the
And we're-
American dream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're so
Fucking
fucking
awesome.
tired, but you know it
It's
the
humbling.
smarter people overcome this stuff. So we're gonna push through this, and then we have to make sure we pave the way going forward to streamline this process.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a toll on us, you know. But I think we have one more collection that we have to go through the loops, which we just dropped our summer collection. It's selling right now. We have more stores that we picked up again.
nice.
So it's really exciting, bro. And
Yeah.
I really want I want to have that break where we're like we have a break, you know, and we're a 4-day vacay or something. We haven't had a vacay in a while, dude.
yeah,
But you know, just sit back and talk about it, you know. But right now it's like we got to get
Just
this shit
go.
done.
It's a grind.
You know?
It's go time.
Yeah.
and you guys will, and it'll feel that much more
Yeah.
sweet. You know.
I mean, when
think
you
so.
walked in for this rotation show, I'm folding shirts. Like, I'll be ready.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
You saw
nonstop.
me fucking.
Let
Up
me know.
until the last
Yeah.
second.
I like to comp my employees too. Like, I'm the fastest folder here because we've been folding shirts for a while, so I try to get them going. You know,
Mhm.
like, hey, I do 6 shirts a minute. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Get
But,
them amped.
We still have to jump on it like that, but you know, we are stoked. We are blessed. At least we're busy. We're not sitting at home fucking, you know.
Yeah, you guys, and
fiddling
you're
our
building
thumbs
something.
And shit.
You're building something.
We're building
Something that's gonna last.
something
This was our
long-term.
dream
Yeah.
of, you know, starting in the garage and wondering like, hey, what do we get into stores, bro? You know, like,
Dude, long time
yeah.
ago.
But honestly,
No, yeah,
I'm happy the way it worked out. We were patient. We met the right guy to help us. We love him, Steve. Shout out,
Yeah.
bro.
shout out
Yeah.
to Steve.
Um,
Fuck yeah,
Great guy. And
Shout out.
and he's been working with us really well. We took the gamble with him, and honestly, he's over fucking
Over our expectations.
over our
tenfold.
expectations of
Fucking
he's
dope.
holding back on the orders. Like, can you handle that? You know, he just got us into. We're fulfilling 6 stores in Puerto Rico. I was just telling you about
Yeah.
it earlier.
Yeah.
It's that shit's pretty exciting. It was the biggest order out of all the orders. We're like,
International.
oh my God, dude.
That's insane.
So, you know, they ordered fucking more than 100 hats, bro. And, you know, it's all premium pricing. So we're super stoked.
It's like
bro.
we're just starting again.
You're gonna start seeing shit like posts with from
Oh,
people in
dude.
Puerto Rico and surrounding
got
countries. You're like,
messages
what
from
the
someone
fuck? You're
in
gonna be
Louis-
like, this
Hey,
is lit.
We got messages from random places already, like Louisiana, Sneaker
Yeah.
House out there. Like, hey, bro, sick brand. I picked it up out here at Sneaker House, Louisiana.
Dope.
You know, we're like, damn,
There you go.
okay,
That's
pretty
what it-
cool.
See, that's
It's
the,
coming.
You know,
yeah.
That's a good
fucking
feeling
hard
right
work.
there.
it is, man, and it's really cool, bro. Because I mean, just off the top of my head, I can't all the states that we are in already. We just got North Carolina. There's an Oregon store that just jumped on our summer.
Texas.
There's Duncanville, Texas. There's
Duncanville.
2 spots in SoCal.
2. We have San Diego,
Yep.
Lafayette in LA, Lafayette, Louisiana, Santa Cruz, and we actually got into a store here in Sacramento for the summer line. I don't know the name yet, but my sales guy hit me up. I got you in Sacramento. You know, we're like, fuck, okay. I don't have time to look at these store names, dude. Like, what store is this? You know, but we're about to pave that out. Once we ship these out, we'll be like, go look into these stores. You know, like damn.
Yeah,
But some of these stores are really sick, dude. It's like, and then they're showing pictures of their stores, and it's like, it's cool, bro, to see your shirts hanging up there.
That's
And honestly, we should really be visiting those fucking. I was
We
just
will.
telling
I'm sure you will.
AJ today we got to walk in there and just check it out.
We're
like
gonna
how
go on a
it's- you know what I
tour.
mean?
Just like you do with the dispensaries.
Exactly.
Go up in there, so we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But it's
People
just
start
like,
wearing it, hook them
yeah.
up with some hats or whatever.
pretty soon we'll be able to leave
Talk to
home
the bud
base.
tenders.
Talk to the
You
bud
know,
tenders.
you know.
Yeah.
What's new? Well, right over here. That's what they let them know.
I think people like repping a California brand too.
Yeah.
There's something sexy about that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's
California.
Cali,
It's weed.
the fucking
Yeah.
best.
Weed,
It
weather,
is the
Yeah.
best.
everything.
And I think like all those places you were saying, Louisiana, people about their weed out there.
Bro, we're about to be in 5 stores in Louisiana, and they're pretty big stores. And then in Arizona, we just got into this big like four doors down there. I think it's called Komomo or something, but they have all of the elite nice brands. It's a pretty cool store. I never heard
Yeah.
of it. I just found out about
Chicago too.
it. Yeah, we
Oh,
got
that's dope.
Chicago.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Damn.
cool, bro. It's like you
Oh,
know,
that's
we're-
sick. I think it's
happening.
gonna
We're trying
be
to get into these stores for
crazy.
both fucking Calibis Farms and Cannabis, and it's like, you know, we're fucking, oh, we're in this store, yeah. Then Cannabis for clothing, yeah. So we're just, you know, we've been humble for a long time, and it, you know, it just feels good, bro. You know, just we've been working so hard, fucking.
People are buying it.
People are buying the shirts.
Dude.
Fucking
That sneaker house in Louisiana called back after 2 days. They sold through $1,900 worth of our gear, and they reordered again, like real quick. And then they added to all their brothers' stores. I guess they have it's a family, Armenian family, something like that, I think. And then they all the other brothers picked up and from all their other stores, you know.
word of mouth after that.
What about
Yeah.
like Zoomies or PacSun?
No, we're
or-
not. We're not ready for that.
We're not ready.
Our-
dude.
our-
Bro, you guys are
Just being
What
real.
happened there?
This,
Rush
these,
and
this
all that,
audience
bro.
is getting a real inside look, dog,
Yeah.
and we're
Yeah.
not ready.
Our sales
Okay.
guy said,
That's
"Hey,
good.
Yeah.
what you gonna do when you have a fucking couple $1 million order? Can you fund that? I mean,
That's right, because Zoomies probably has how many stores? Hundreds.
it's huge, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
too
it's-
many for
Yeah.
us to fill.
But
That's for sure.
he told us he's gonna try us in one of the big box stores, but we'll just take 20 of their 150 stores. He's trying right now, so we'll see. We'll see how we can handle that. I mean, you
We'll
might
see.
not
That's
see
lit.
us for a little while again. dude.
Go
Until
back
that
in the
fucking
shadows,
auto
start
comes in,
slaving away.
that bigger auto comes in, but
Once
Yeah,
auto
man.
press drops,
As for Calibis
That's cool,
Farms,
man.
there's a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon for us right now, man, and we're very thankful to all our supporters and everything. It's been a long road. It's still gonna be a long road, but you know we're pushing, dude, and we're gonna keep our culture, our values, everything. You know, it's gonna show in our brand. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like we're pushing love, and you know that's our motto for both sides. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know, being that solid person, friends, the way you are, your kindness, your fucking hospitality to people. You know what I mean? Like all of that is our brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
And
Pushing love.
it's our
guys got
vibe. You know
got
what
a
I'm
solid
saying?
vibe,
And we'll
family vibe.
we'll keep it that way. And yeah, dude, we're
That's
we're
great,
super
man.
stoked, dude.
I'm excited for you guys.
thank you,
Yeah.
bro. It's
It's
been
gonna
a
be big
journey.
things.
We're going on like 13 years now doing
Damn.
Calibis, so it's
joke.
it's all about build. It's not about starting. It's about building it.
I watch it grow like a child.
So-
You gotta feed it.
Yeah,
Nurture
you gotta
it.
feed it, and let it keep driving you crazy.
That's it.
And then, but you love it, dude. We love everything we do here, and we enjoy it. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope, guys. Well, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Hell
Dave, should we
Let's
start hammering this
yeah,
guy on
let's
some?
do it.
He's
Preferred
been able to
now.
elude us for a while.
This
Talk
is,
about
smoking
disappearing.
it.
this is the man
Yeah.
right here, bro.
Yeah, he's busy. This guy.
At least you know, even if he does disappear, you know what he's doing on Instagram. 'Cause
Yeah.
he
Focused.
chronicles.
You
Yeah,
know
he's focused.
exactly where he's at.
That is Dave is always fucking focused, and we really look up to Dave's work, your work ethic, Dave, and fucking you know, even if
Big time.
even for me, if I'm on the clothing side and I'm seeing that, it fucking motivates me, bro. You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
every time I see the 4 a.m.
It's
post,
like-
I'm like, this guy.
I'm like,
This
we're
guy.
we're tired after 18, but this guy's going almost longer, and we're like, fuck, we
4,
can't-
you're
doesn't
not at
even
that
sleep.
age yet,
18.
dog.
Yeah.
It's 4. You're not at
Nah,
that
some
age
nights,
yet.
Some nights we have to pull to 18, but I see you up at
Savage.
4 still.
He just sits
Yeah.
in his car, puts a podcast on, doesn't even go to sleep, and then just as soon as the sun starts rising, he gets
Boom.
back at it.
Planting time.
He wants to
Shit.
rise with the sun like his plants.
Yeah. He wants to see how the flower looks right
Yeah.
at sun.
For sure. You got to get all the
sunrise.
angles. Yeah.
Hey, when we used to go indoor, that was the coolest. When we wait for the lights to go on so we can show our friends or go in there and see it. That was the coolest part, man. When they all rise and those leaves fucking come up like that, it was fucking,
Beautiful.
you know, it was beautiful, dude. Like that was a, you know, and I'm sure this guy sees a fucking whole couple bays, bro.
Yeah.
Like, god
Yeah, the,
damn.
Coming
the
alive.
greenhouses are nice
Yeah.
in the morning. Those are.
You know what I have to
Those
say
are the
though, Dave?
best.
From seeing your garden and stuff like that, every time we have been there, dude. Like, I've been to many different indoor facilities, different grows out here, and I can honestly say that at Preferred Gardens, at your spot, I have never seen like all of them look all exactly the same height, same health,
Consistency
same,
is
consistency
outrageous,
is outrageous. I go to other fucking facilities, I see the dips and the fucking, you know, you see the sick plant off to the side that's not getting it
Drooping.
proper, dude.
Yeah.
The consistency when you go to Preferred and you see that shit, you're like,
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
He
This
did it
is
Appreciate
again.
that.
I mean, even
That's
when we
important.
grew indoor, bro, we had the fucking,
All
we had
over
the fucking, oh, that plant's
roller
gonna-
coaster in there.
Damn, roller coaster, exactly.
Yeah, the roller coaster, dog.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
But this guy's shit.
Shit.
Is his consistency. Fucking, we're proud of you, Dave. Fucking, that
Thanks,
shit
bro.
is sick, man. We haven't even gotten to where you're, everything you've been doing, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We
How's
can't
it
even
getting
hit you
pretty
up and
crazy.
fucking talk about fucking life anymore, bro. This guy's fucking, yo, Dave.
I got no reception at the farm.
Ah,
Tight
that's right.
schedule.
Yeah.
No reception.
Nah, you answer.
Yeah.
You
Well,
answer.
How is the indoor going, man?
Indoor, I mean, you tell me. You tell
It's
me how it's
going
going.
great.
We're killing it now, finally.
Yes.
So
Dripping.
we went through a bunch of construction phases when we first had it rolling. I thought it was going to be perfect, but that wasn't the case.
Right.
It was too much PPFD. Rooms weren't keeping cool enough. Like our AC was having hella problems and everything. Like
What's PPFD? Because I don't know what
basically
that is.
light intensity. So
Too many lights in
yeah, I
there,
got a
basically.
light plan from a company, and the company just loaded it up. You know, they wanted to sell us more lights, so they're like, "Oh, this is how it should be." My mistake. I mean, I know this stuff, but I was busy at the farm when I was building the indoor facility, so I kind of just said, "Fuck it, run it." Let the contractors put it up. Ran our first couple runs, and it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. The tops were getting too big. Everything was just blowing out. You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
the lowers were the quality that I was looking for, and the tops were just too big.
Too big.
Nothing you can fit in an 8 jar. It's like fucking half-ounce bud almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mutant shit.
Yeah.
That shit.
That's a
that's-
dream,
That's not what you
though.
want. It doesn't. No, it doesn't smoke the same though.
It
doesn't
can
have
look
the same
good.
flavor.
But yeah.
So there's a lot of heat coming off those lights, and it burns up the terpenes. It's just not. It's
Okay.
not that ideal
Yeah.
boutique flower that we needed it to be. So
Nice.
that's
Or not nice.
where we had to shift and take some lights out and make some changes to the AC, add some tonnage. But now I think finally it's where I want it to be.
Yeah, but you always told us, dude, when you were just starting, you said it's going to take a few runs to dial this
Yeah,
in.
that too. I mean, that's pretty standard regardless. It takes about a
Right.
year to get your facility dialed in. I wouldn't say we're dialed in 100% right now. It's
Yeah. Right.
it's not. I mean, it's going to get
takes
better
a
and
whole
better and
year?
better and better. You know, you
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
you see the greenhouse. Like we started on the ground in a fucked up situation, and now we're like on benches and everything's beautiful. Like he's talking about, all the
Yeah.
plants are perfect because we cherry pick them now. I mean, we're getting rid of any duds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we only put hitters in there. So
Right.
only the strong
Yep.
survive on our benches, and we lay it out that way. You know
That's
what I mean?
cool.
So that's what's going to happen in the indoor facility. It's just going to get better and better and better and better
Yeah,
because now the construction is done.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Before it was like that's not what I was thinking about with dialing it in. It wasn't like the place isn't right, it isn't set because I designed it. So, you know what I mean? It was
Right.
like, fuck, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was busy. I was doing something else. I was focused at the farm. And that's where my focus is anyways. I mean, you could see
Right.
the indoor facility was meant to be like super automated.
Right.
And it is automated. Like right now, I basically work at the farm all day, and then I go back to the indoor facility and check a couple things here and there, and then we do jobs like on the weekends, and that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's like 180 lights there, just growing itself at this point.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
badass, dude.
You know?
That automation is, I mean, probably labor cost is a lot lower than
Yeah, way
a
lower.
lot of everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I do things efficiently. I'm from like big outdoor farms in Prop 215 to greenhouses in Prop 215 to greenhouses licensed. So indoor facility is like, I have to be efficient in that case. You know what I mean? Over
Yeah.
here, it's like, this is cake compared.
Right. And efficiency with SMUD too. SMUD
Yeah.
is you got SMUD, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sacramento. So
Yeah.
whew, they know, you know, at least it's not what's the other one?
PG.
I mean, it's pricey. Yeah, PG&E is way worse. It's
Yeah.
pricey regardless. I mean, fuck. These
Yeah.
facilities are fucking pricey.
Yeah, and they're taking
Power bills, you don't even want to know. I mean,
So-
it's taking big chunks.
and you're running
I kind of want to know how expensive they are.
HPC or
I
you're
wanna
you're
know
running
too.
not LEDs, right?
12,000.
No, all HPS.
HPS
12,000?
all the way.
That's my
Yeah.
guess.
And have you ever experimented with HPS and LEDs yet?
I played with some LEDs. Honestly, there's some guys out there that are killing it with LEDs, and there's a lot of
Right.
talk about like LEDs are better than HPS better than LED. LEDs are more efficient, but I don't think people are getting the best weed from LEDs. I think if you look at all like the best brands and the best killers out there that are growing, they're all HPS.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So a lot of them dabble with LEDs, and like production should be LEDs because it's more efficient, right? And you're getting sometimes higher yields, higher tests for rec market, but still HPS is king.
Has anybody mixed them or tried both at the
People
same
mix
time?
them. That's some tweaker shit. Like, I can't stand going into a facility and seeing fucking bunch of weird science stuff going on.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
heard
I like my
electric
stuff.
grown. I was like, what the fuck is
Clean.
electric grown? Have you heard that?
Electric. No, I have not heard of that.
That's
I was like, what is that?
indoor greenhouse. That's anything, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Electric
It's just a
grown.
weird.
People are just
term.
trying to get crafty on their packaging.
Yeah.
That's what you mean? It was on someone's packaging?
Yeah, it was like they had it as a category,
Fucking
like
never heard that,
greenhouse,
yeah.
indoor, electric.
What are they?
Yeah, you see
Fucking
people
bud-
doing
that
hydro.
bud's gonna shock you,
They
bro.
put
indoor.
fucking battery hooked up onto the trays or something.
I don't know. I
That
gotta
sounds
look into it
crazy.
more. I just thought it
Must be
sounded
indoor.
Elaborate,
I would think
please.
indoor. Yeah.
indoor, maybe with LEDs or something.
Yeah,
It's a
there-
marketing thing.
It's a marketing thing, 100%.
They made
Yeah.
you think about it.
Made me think about it.
Yeah.
So HPS still
Sounds
mimics
scary.
the sun the
Sure.
best.
It doesn't mimic the sun. It's super artificial light. It just grows the best weed at this point.
Nice.
Like I've had some super fire LED, but it's not as consistent. Like a lot of growers are struggling with LED still. The fucking blueprint is fucking written for HPS. Like most
Right.
people can grow with HPS. I've been growing with HPS for so long. It's like, fuck, do I want to switch over to LEDs and play this game? Like greenhouse is my game. I'll just stick in there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mix light LEDs we might start playing with soon though.
Yeah.
You
that's pretty dope.
prefer growing in the mixed light?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my real passion. Like I love growing plants and cannabis, period. But mixed light is, I'm just trying to grow the best fucking mixed light
Yeah.
that I can.
I seen your mixed light.
Pretty
There's
much
tons.
are.
There's tons of fire ass
That shit
indoor.
looks better than fucking a lot of the indoor out there, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. We're trying to
Terpy.
get there.
Yeah.
It's really
Terpy.
about keeping the environment consistent, and that's like a serious battle. I mean, that's why I get up so early
Yeah.
and go to bed.
Yeah.
And I'm on, like right now, I'm playing with my controls and stuff.
Also,
you know
when
what I mean?
it's, and then
Nonstop.
also when it's the change in seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
dude,
not
this
just
weather's
that.
been fucking weird, bro.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys
Hot,
noticed this?
cold,
Hot, cold, hot, cold.
overcast.
It's
crazy.
bipolar. That's what we were just talking about at the farm. I was like, look, all these changes have to happen on a daily basis right
Yeah.
now. Like, it's spring.
Yep.
Spring, I fucking murder it in spring. Like my best runs come out of spring.
Yeah.
Yields, terps, everything's super fire. Like indoor in spring when it's a little bit cooler, but you get good sun. You know.
Yeah. I love spring.
But it's been bipolar. It was like 90 yesterday, and watch, it's gonna rain like tomorrow. You know what I mean? So what I got to do in the greenhouse is I got to change the whole programming.
That's crazy.
When stuff like that.
I never
happens.
thought about that.
At least for my setup, there's certain setups that are super
You're
dialed.
going through all this fucking weather, you know, like.
You don't even think about me when you were going through this.
Yeah, this guy must be fucking. He must be over there fucking changing his controls and shit. I'm walking out of the house like, damn, it was hot fucking yesterday. Gotta get a sweater again.
Yeah,
but
he's stressed
honestly,
and
it's
got
supposed to be
different
a little
products.
bit more hotter in this time of year right now, you know.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Just like solid, it should be like solid 85s.
Yeah.
Let's run that up.
The
You know what I
weather's
mean?
been really weird, man, and it must send you guys fucking. That must be a headache, dude. I never thought about that, dude. Fucking.
It's a headache, but you should see the batches we just pulled down.
I
It's
seen 'em.
fucking crazy.
Sometimes when
It's
you
a-
show,
it's
you're
like
showing.
headache.
Best,
Sometimes
yeah.
when this guy's showing
So
his
good right
depths on on his feed, you're thinking, oh damn, that's his fucking indoor, dude, and then you see he's at that farm, you're like, oh shit.
I gotta
that's his
pop up.
depths. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a greenhouse.
Yep.
Nah, it's specific strains. We're about to roll out like a whole new lineup, so I found so many strains that
Anything
it's
you
gonna
could
change the game.
sneak peek on the show?
Well, we're doing a ton of collabs right now. We got some stuff with Doja. That's what we're smoking right now. This helium is crazy. Smoking
Nice.
super
It
nice.
is.
So hot.
It's
Yeah,
relaxing.
that one's super certified. For the indoor, I really want to drop the snacks.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
the
drop like
snacks,
the first batch
it's
turned
unreal.
out good indoor, but now that I have the facility dialed in, like this.
That is. Some
It's
Shout
fire,
out
bro.
Uncle Dad
Fucking
vibes.
heat.
He's the one who bred it.
Yeah.
Uncle
it's
Dad
fire.
vibes,
It's
yes,
fucking
sir.
It's just special.
Yeah.
It is.
It's tasty. It's different.
It's unique.
It's
It
special.
has that
The-
unique
the
fucking
helium-
pungent shit, and it's sticky as fuck.
Yeah, the helium has a really relaxed high.
It's
stuff.
smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really relaxed. Like
Yeah.
you can't. I had to sit up. I'm too relaxed.
that one
Starts
It's
smooth.
really
Good.
nice,
Yeah.
dude. Mellow. I like
Yeah.
it, and it's smooth. Okay,
Might as well.
stay relaxed.
Fuck
my
yeah.
friends, with preferred. Ooh, I should be like your fucking Marlboro man, dude. Just like, stay relaxed with preferred and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool, man. You've been doing it real big, Dave. Fucking, I haven't seen you in other states right now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear
Tell
about
us
that.
about
We talked
fucking
yesterday.
all
You're
of
in
that,
Sac.
man.
Now you're flying somewhere else, bro. Where are you going, dude?
We're
where
taking
you
it
going?
everywhere. Where was the I don't know, where there's culture, like where people really enjoy good cannabis and they don't just want like fucking mass produced weed.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start getting a little picky. I was educating myself on certain areas that just want super cheap weed, or they're looking for like the best of the
the
best. And
connoisseurs.
yeah, I want to be in places where we can be in stores, showcased, and have fire. It's gotta match Cali because it's a Cali brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Do you think you can match Cali out in Florida?
in Florida, so there's a badass grower out there. Actually, he's from Cali. He's been growing for probably 10, 15 years. He's crushing it. So right now it's looking very promising.
It's
Yeah.
see, it can be
Very
done.
promising.
It can be done.
But it's
Yeah.
your setup.
I helped design that facility
Yeah.
too. So it's Cali style grow in Florida.
And Florida, is it in a humid spot?
It's right next to Miami. It's humid as fuck out there
Yeah,
everywhere,
right.
but it's an indoor facility. So
You can.
it doesn't matter. It's all sealed
controlled.
up from the
Yeah.
outside, 100% controlled. We even put in like a ton extra tonnage, ACs, dehumidifiers,
Yep.
just thinking about the climate on the outside because it
Right.
does affect the inside regardless if it's an indoor facility or not.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that door's got to open and close, and
That's what happens. You open the door,
yep.
100% humidity is coming in there.
Yeah.
That's where
If you have the equipment to combat that, then it's no problem.
Yeah,
But
dude.
you have to have redundancy.
Like
There's a
some
lot of different
robot hands going through
things.
your
Like a big
rows,
ass
moving
iguana jumped in one of their ACs and shut one of them down. You know what I mean?
That's
Good thing they had redundancy and they had fucking like 100 ACs in the back of the facility.
Fucking
You know what I mean?
wanted to
That's
get out,
crazy.
dude.
And that's not gonna be the first time or the last time.
No,
you know what I
hell
mean?
no. It's a
gonna be a
dope. It's a
gator.
super dope spot with some dope ass people. Like the people who really own the place are solid as fuck. You know,
Yeah.
they're fucking super solid. It's like
That's
one farmer dude, and the other guy's like an investor, but he just wakeboards and kicks it and fucking smokes hella
Chill,
weed
dude.
and loves everybody. He's like a sick ass businessman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the ideal temperature, humidity? You know what I mean? For what do you do?
For what? For
growing?
indoor?
Yeah, for indoor.
I like that.
Man, that's
Yeah.
a tough question because everybody's different. So it depends on the stage of the plant. So we do, there's like this shitty word out there right now, this crop steering. Everyone thinks it's just like irrigation control and everything else, but it's really like steering the plant however you want it to in all different situations with climate, with irrigations and everything else that's going on in the room.
So
I like 79 degrees
Okay.
and like 63% humidity. That's like a 1.2 VPD. You know, we try to have like a nice, smooth, if you know what VPD is, that's vapor pressure deficit.
Right.
So it's like temp to humidity. There's a range there where the plant really likes it and thrives and doesn't have any issues. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Okay. And different strains. Do they like different?
They like different temperatures. They like different feeds. They like, yeah, you got to dial in your strains.
Right.
You can't just, if you have, that's the problem with mass production is they have to have like one specific thing for like 100,000 plants.
Right.
You know what I mean? So certain strains suffer in those issues. You know, you need to be able to dial in specific benches and not just like, unless you're just monocropping, which is you have one strain. You know,
One
you're just
strain all
running
the
one
way.
strain all the way down. That's like
Good
the
luck.
easiest fucking way to grow,
Yeah.
honestly.
Right.
It's cake.
And
Because
dial
you
your
give
room.
it its recipe,
Right.
you know, or
But can you sell just one strain?
I've
I mean,
seen
I
that.
think
people
I've
do.
seen that
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
I've seen that done since Blue Dream forward.
No,
dude.
I know, but for as like a brand, can you just have one strain?
I can't.
I think that
I can't.
fucking snack.
Specific
could-
people can.
You think snacks?
Snacks. I was just telling him, fucking grow this shit all in your indoor facility. That shit will go.
Yeah.
No,
The
you're
stores
right,
is
it
the problem.
fun.
Yeah, it'll go like
100%.
packs and, you know,
They want different SKUs.
Aids forever,
You have
but
to take up the shelves. That's the
it's
name
the
of the
store
game.
that needs it. The buyer at the store needs a bunch of SKUs to be able to make more sales. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And the
So-
customer wants it. They want a variety.
It's cool. I have
do.
fucking 260 strains. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Does
I got
that-
SKUs for days. I'm just selling flour.
But does that push you to grow more strains that do best in your perfect environment?
It
Kinda?
does. I mean, I've grown most of these strains for a long time. I've been saving these strains for a long time. I have strains that go back like 12 years. You know what I mean?
And they just hit for your room temp, your humidity.
So I specifically choose things to put in that place, right? So things that don't really fit into my program, they might not go forward, you know, unless they're super special. Then I'm going to give them like crazy treatment and put them on the side and
Yeah.
give them their own greenhouse or put them in indoor. Because, you know, I have valves for each one, so I can irrigate any bench, you know, differently. So if one bench needs like a specific feed, specific feed times, less water than the rest,
Right.
I can do that.
That's dope.
You have some of these
That's
strains out there in
control.
Florida?
I do, yeah. We got some genetics out there.
Nice.
I'm not going to say how that happened, but they're there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask them.
You'll
Hey,
see.
it's a land race.
Snacks will
land
be.
race over there.
We're about to drop flour in like a month.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Damn.
my packaging lands because flour is
Dude.
in like week 6
That's
right now
crazy.
in Florida.
Fuck yeah.
That's fucking exciting, dude.
It's exciting.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna do
it's a hard
some
one to
sort
get
of?
into.
You're gonna do some sort of launch out there?
Yeah,
That's
sure.
dope.
yeah.
That's really sick.
Nothing
Coast
special.
to
I mean,
coast.
we're mom and pop. Like
Stay mom and pop,
we're,
man.
you talk about like the demos, and I don't have time to do the demos and stuff. Like
Right.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate. Like we're sold out of all of our weed,
Exactly.
and I don't have to
Yeah.
sell it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I don't want to be like cocky and say it's selling itself, but it is. The price is
it
right.
is.
I farm it. I'm not white labeling.
Yeah.
It's my weed. I don't have to put a margin on my weed. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So the
Yeah.
price is good. The mix light is efficient. So
Well, your quality,
it works.
your quality, your branding, your social media presence. I think the way you communicate with your audience and you also show the ins and outs of a grower. I think that all plays a part, along with you're tied in with a lot of the important people in Sacramento and LA and
But it
California,
all falls
really.
down to being
But that's
a
your
fucking
reputation,
really good
man.
grower.
I think because you're a fucking badass grower and you're a
Appreciate it.
good dude. You're solid. So I think that comes with how fortunate you are right now.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's all about the story. When I purchase
Yeah.
anything and like want to know where it's coming from, like that's why I fuck with you guys.
Wow.
I fucked with you guys from the beginning because it's a vibe. Like we would kick it, me and my family kick it, and
Yes, sir.
hang out at the reggae show with you guys and
Hell yeah.
eat fucking poke bowls.
Pokey.
Some good shit.
Yeah,
I'm
Well, yeah,
hungry.
it's respectful, and I think that's the fucking dopest shit about the weed industry right now is a lot of the people that built the culture are starting to rise to the top. Like you said, what did you say earlier? The cream will rise to the top.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Dude, I
Take this
fuck with
from me.
that.
Take this from me, Dewey.
Fuck yeah, the cream will
But-
rise to the top
and
for
that's
sure, though.
what I
That's
think's
true.
happening, and you guys are getting tighter. We're all getting tighter, and you get networking and sharing technology and sharing ins and outs of what's good and what's not at the moment.
yeah.
And I think that's shining through over all of the.
You're talking about the weed club,
The
basically.
weed
Yeah,
club.
the weed club.
The
So
weed club's getting bigger and stronger.
that's what's cool about the cannabis industry is you can't fake it.
no.
You know what I mean?
Try, though.
Like
Could
people
fucking
know
try.
if you're
Won't last.
bullshitting, it never ever works.
Right.
You know what I mean? You never can fake it. Like people see right through that in this industry, and that's not normal.
Especially
There's
in
a lot
this-
of
Like
chads
everywhere
out
else,
there.
the fakes win. The real motherfuckers win in the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it may take a little more time than
Yeah, it
the
takes time
marketing
of-
budget will
yeah.
allow, other than,
Without investors
Canada
and
money or
everything
shit
else,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So, but they do end up making it.
But then it gets fake. When you take on that money and you
Right.
have that big player behind you that thinks
Yep.
they know what the fuck they're doing, but they don't.
Right. They just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not,
It's not
you're-
about the
You're
culture.
not just in Florida, though, right?
No,
Are
we
you
got some
working
Michigan
somewhere?
projects going up right now. Some fat ones actually, very
Damn,
exciting. We're
that's
gonna
dope.
release
That's
that. Yeah, Michigan's cool as hell. Like there's some crazy good culture in Michigan as well. Like people smoke fucking weed.
Oh, yeah.
The stores do big numbers.
Nice. When did they?
Big
Do you know
numbers.
when they legalized
cold
or
out there.
went rec?
It depends on like the
Yeah.
county.
Okay,
You know,
so
so
it's
we're in
feeling,
Detroit.
yeah.
We're like the heart of Detroit. So they just made it basically recreational there, or it's gonna basically happen in the city of Detroit, which is another smaller little area. It's gonna be fully rec here in like probably a month.
Damn.
or less. Yeah,
Damn. You're on
but
like
it's
the,
recreational everywhere around there,
Yeah.
like a bunch of different areas in Detroit, just not like the city of Detroit. I think it's
That's
just
solid.
like how Sacramento. Sac City, Sac County, it's the same thing.
Surrounding cities
Yeah.
aren't,
Yeah.
but Sac City is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure.
that makes sense. Well, that's exciting, dude.
So yeah, and then I'm working on. I haven't talked about this one, but I'm working on Arizona. I'm hoping to be out there really soon.
Hell yeah.
That's
That's
It's a
big.
nice little indoor spot. Just preferred repping hard. I like Arizona. It's nice there.
Close to
they
Cali.
Smoke a lot of
Yeah.
weed out in
They smoke
Arizona.
a lot of weed. Yeah,
And
the shops are good.
One-
I'm just trying to push this brand
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
I possibly can while I'm stay at the fucking farm at all times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get it.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and you got a good team. I've met your team, and
Yeah.
you guys got a great team behind you, and I think you can totally do it.
Hell yeah.
You got the quality to match it, the branding. I think you guys fucking
All day.
It's all IP. I think we can mimic it in other states, honestly.
right.
Yeah.
It's just you have to fucking do exactly what I say.
Exactly what I said.
You know what I mean?
That's what I was talking about earlier. There's got to be robot hands coming for the weed industry soon, so you could keep the doors shut for the whole cycle, and the fucking things come off the roof and they just fucking shake your trees.
I wouldn't smoke that weed.
Well, you'll see.
I believe there's love that has to be put into a plant.
Yes.
Man.
I agree.
Yeah. Do you ever get any calls from even Florida? Like, hey, look where we're at right now. You can watch the controls from here, right?
Yeah, that just started though. I mean, they just fired up, but it's big. So like they just started loading up huge rooms.
How many square feet?
100,000.
Oh,
it's a beast.
Damn.
Okay,
It's like there's a house of brands in there. You know what I mean? Florida's a
crazy.
beast.
There's a lot of tourists there.
It's different. It's medical over there, so we'll see. It's a gamble right now. We don't know what's going to happen at this point.
So it's only medical?
Stores are just opening. You have to get your med card like Prop 215 style, but it's a little bit harder to get your med card. You know how like they were just passing out med cards like
left and right. Yeah. It's easy.
You know
that shit was stupid.
So the tourists, like somebody like me just flying in there, I won't be able to buy any weed from the dispensary?
No.
No way. I didn't know that. I thought it was a little more open.
With medical.
That's the problem. That's all going to change real soon. I mean, that's why it's more of a future play, I think.
Right.
It's going to be phenomenal if it goes recreational there.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Because
it'll take time.
The cost of entry is impossible. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's almost impossible.
Cost of entry into
you can't go buy a license.
It's not like California.
Yeah, they made some crazy rules. Like you had to have... The guys I was with owned a nursery for like 30 years. It was in his family before, you know, and the younger brother basically took on the nursery and they got the license through that.
Okay.
Yep. So it was...
and you have to be vertically integrated,
weird stipulation,
right?
And it's vertical integration. So you can open like as many stores as you want.
Have to be.
After. Yeah, it has to be.
Feel your own...
So you got to grow your own and sell your own. You can't sell it to other people. So say you got 100,000 square feet and you're producing a crazy amount of weed and you have to have a med license to purchase from your store, and you only have one store, 100,000 square feet. Like that's, you know, it's going to be a crazy challenge.
Yeah,
that is.
So it has to be a house of brands, I think. Which is
I want to see this place. I'm gonna ride with you one day.
It's fucking beautiful.
So you got to be vertically integrated, but you can still sell your product to other dispensaries there.
No, they are the dispensary too.
Yeah, you have to. That's the vertical integration. You have to grow your own, sell it into your own dispensary. You know, so you get that license holds everything. No distribution
from
in between.
Seed to sale. Basically.
So you don't have any other brands in there.
Well,
there's multiple
the brands are in the grow,
yeah.
so they have their own genetics and their growing style is a little bit different in a different room.
Do they need a
than
cart
what
company?
Mine is, huh?
Wow.
I think they are 710 Labs.
710.
710, yeah.
Hey,
710's one of the Cali brands.
One of the Cali brands in there.
710's
They got a license. Solid. Oh, they're killing it. They're fucking amazing. That's a dope brand.
They crush it.
I like those guys.
How
too.
did you get into Florida? They just hit your DM or what? Or you know someone there?
Yeah, I know someone. I got an introduction. Yeah.
Nice.
For sure.
That's dope. Dude.
They needed some help in the very beginning with design and everything because, you know, we're just light years ahead of any other state pretty much when it comes to, I mean, we've been fucking doing this for a long time and we've taken a lot of loss. So it's smart to like get someone from that knows like people who are smarter, they pay people to do things, you know, to give them information, intellectual property and everything else.
Right.
That's the real way to go. And then you can hit the ground running. You're not going to take tons of losses like I had to go through.
Right.
I mean, you guys know.
Here's the blueprint.
Yeah.
Run with it. Do exactly what I say.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what you should do. That's what people should do.
100%.
But
crazy.
Hey, but did you get that other bay open? Remember the state was taking a long time to approve.
Yeah, finally got the new one.
So it's fired up?
Yep, for sure.
What week you on?
Week 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it's rolling.
All right.
Finally.
That's exciting.
So this is the first run?
It's the first run. It's a pretty big expansion too. It's like 50% of the canopy I had before.
Yep.
So that's why I've been just knee deep in it.
That's that newer like technology, like the one American Builders made, right?
Yeah. It's a next gen, same thing that I had,
Nice.
but much better equipment.
Damn.
I just picked out what I didn't like in the other one that I was running and changed it and upgraded it a little bit.
Now you're gonna see the comparisons. It's gonna be
it's
cool.
better already. I got way better control.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out of there, man. How many strains you got growing out in that like that
I have
currently?
in flower,
Yeah, that you're running.
like 30. I have 260 strains there.
So
I have 30 in flower right now.
fire.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Stacked up.
our new cured resins that was from his trim.
Ooh,
That shit is fire.
damn.
It's outrageous.
What strains you guys got?
Shit, dude.
You know?
So he mixed a bunch of the trim of all the testers that he had in one of the batches, right? And this shit is just gas.
It's
Just
pretty fire.
hitting.
It's a jambalaya
Oh, a jambalaya.
of a cured resin. Yeah,
It's
so
fire.
we're super stoked to
Came
put it
out
out
really
there, man.
good.
It's really good. We should have. I don't know if we have any for you. At least let this guy try it
We'll
out.
try. We'll smoke
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really good, man.
Your hardware is nice too. The pen, battery, top notch.
Thank you. Thank you. We try. We try
yeah,
to
dude,
just put
30
it out.
strains. What are you most excited for on that?
I don't even get that excited anymore. I mean, other than the new
Strained
stuff. So we do a pheno hunt in every single bay. So
Yeah.
we've been doing like 100 seeds every 2 weeks, and we're finding some super cool shit right now. We just did a hunt too, like a collaboration hunt with Duke of Herb and Doja Pack, and fucking Duke is the breeder, and like almost all of his seeds were perfect.
Wow.
It was a trip. Like you never find. I'll pop like 100, and I'll find one that I'll rerun, one or two that I'll rerun. But I popped like 100 of his seeds, and there was so many to pick from to rerun. Like we haven't chosen anything yet because we just harvested it, so
Yeah.
we haven't smoked it yet. You got to do the smoke test, of course, make sure it tastes good or whatever you want it to be.
Burns well.
There's
yeah.
a ton of them that I have to run again, because
Yeah.
they go into the second round is that's how I do it at least.
That's how you get quality. You cherry pick the perfect ones.
Yeah.
That's dope. And we got to benefit from it.
Yeah.
We get to,
man.
to
Yeah.
Keep
smoke
doing
it.
what you're doing. Keep on, man.
Yeah.
We support you.
But that snacks definitely stands out above all the rest. And also that helium. That was
helium.
Yeah,
a
bro,
really
yeah.
good bud,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Helium's
fire.
fire.
Yeah, they blessed me with that strain, and that's some collab stuff. I mean, it's super fire. I like it.
Dave,
That's
where
all
do
I've been smoking actually.
Where do you see the consumer market going for strain right now, or I would say gas or real
Lemon
purple shit?
cherry
Lemon.
gelato. They've been doing lemon cherry. Lemon cherry gelato has been fucking what everyone smokes right now.
Lemon cherry gelato.
Yeah, it's getting old though. It runts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Same thing.
that's it's the same thing. Yeah, supposedly a different cut, but someone had to call it lemon cherry gelato.
Okay.
It's fire, but it's it's just the terps are the same. It's still really good. We're just hoping to find something new or see if like an old school strain will come back that we want.
Yeah.
I've been seeing
Gas
that.
OG.
OG.
Yeah.
Is there any OGs coming through for preferred?
I hope so. I just did we just did some fresh frozen with some OG. Yeah,
Nice.
Saw
so
that.
we're gonna do some hash.
Okay.
With Green Dog and Hash Assassins.
Hash is coming up right now, dude.
Yeah, Hash is
Big
the one
time.
right now. Everyone loves Hash.
Yeah.
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 Big flavors,
That's a very, very saturated market too,
I'm sure.
bro. I was
Yeah.
in one of the clubs, and bro, there's a lot of them. And there's so much to choose from.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
but
was
there's
a
not many
newbie-
people that are growing like high quality weed to fruition and sticking it in the freezer and turning that into hash, pure flower that I could sell for full ticket all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think that'll be the difference there is not many people can do that. Not many people are willing to do that. In like a
Yeah.
mixed light facility, it costs a lot of money to grow that. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm going to start playing around with hash.
I'm sure it's gonna be fire.
Yeah,
Hash
it is.
Assassins fire.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they kill it.
They guys know what they're
They do
doing.
work.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely fucking look out for all your indoor weed coming out soon, and your fucking
And the hash.
new facility fire coming out. That's gonna be more dialed in than you can already dial it in. You can't dial it in any further, man. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
No,
Trying to keep it
always
consistent.
progressing.
Keep it consistent, keep it moving, bro, and
Yeah.
we're excited for your strains, man. Is there any like takeovers we should be looking out for coming up?
I have no time to do any events. I swear.
Just grow fire weed. That's fine, man.
I love it. Like, I love seeing the people, especially in like Sacramento.
Yeah.
People they fuck with us, and there's so much. It's just a good
They
ass
show
vibe,
up.
you know.
Well, that's gonna
So-
transfer over to Florida and Michigan and all the other spots you're gonna be in, dude. And
Yeah,
that's
hopefully.
gonna be a really, really proud moment for all of us when we see everybody really get behind you nationwide, dude.
We gotta
It's
throw
coming.
a cool Sacramento event, dude. It'll be cool.
Yeah,
Something.
some little
Down.
shows, some little reggae
Yeah.
fucking
Let's fucking do it.
something.
Let's
be
go,
dope.
Alex. Set it up, bro.
All right, I'm on it.
Yeah.
Add it to my list.
Yeah.
Well, on to Alex. Thanks, Dave. That was really good. Fucking
Yeah, man.
drop on
problem.
what you got.
Keep
coming,
growing
man.
that, and we'll
Dope.
keep testing it.
Smoking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, how's the retail side, my man?
Hey, as long as he's growing this,
Yeah.
we'll keep selling it. No, it's been
Fuck
good,
yeah.
man. It's been deliveries, interesting beast, but it's been good. We, our primary flower we sell is preferred, so
Running numbers of a bird. Yeah.
Right.
Dude.
Sick.
Yes.
But
moving
lot of love.
quarters, eighths, grams, everything.
But your delivery time, my boy ordered from you guys and he said he got it in like 30 minutes, dude.
Dude, that's very possible. We have 30-minute deliveries. We've done 20-minute deliveries.
Damn.
Sometimes we're too quick.
That's better than the old weed man,
It's
bro.
better, and
Shit.
it's not all the time, but we do our best. I mean, we
Yeah.
want to be fast because sometimes you don't want to be waiting, a few
That
hours
motherfucker
to
wants
get your
smoke,
bud.
man.
You want to smoke? You're stressed.
And
Wanna
stoners
sleep?
are procrastinators, so they're ordering last minute, before
Oh,
they
yeah.
go out of town or this or that. So they're
Yep.
like, fuck, let me see if I could get it.
Yeah, and then the faster you are, and again, kind of comes down to consistency. That's our goal,
Yeah.
is to become more consistent with our speed.
Yep.
Because if we can be fast every single time like that, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
So
believe it.
that's what we're working on.
That's good, man.
But yeah, it's cool, man. It's a fun ride. I mean, it's like you guys said, like coming into a industry where in the retail market that's regulated, it's so different. There's so many hoops you have to go through and
I can
like
imagine, dude.
deal with, and regulations and compliance, and
Yeah.
it's part of the game.
Yeah, and you guys that gotta play it, bro. I kind of feel for you, but the retail side, everybody thinks you guys win the most, especially the brick and mortars.
Oh, facts.
Man, and I really want to, I really wonder sometimes, are they good or are they, not good? But they're
Not
everybody's
always.
pushing along.
Not always. Even ones that are crushing. I mean, I know guys that like they're not lining their pockets anymore. It's not
Yeah.
the same.
Right.
Recreational has hurt a lot of people.
It is.
It's hurt a lot of
Definitely
people.
Actually, our neighbor next door in our facility, they just gave their 30-day notice. Another delivery service closing up. Just gave their landlord notice and
Yeah,
said
they
we're out.
dropping like flies. For
Yeah.
sure.
Just it became too expensive to run it, and they weren't making enough money.
What do you think the sole problem is for that? You know what I mean?
Well, I think the taxes,
Excise
but
tax,
also really taxes are always a problem. But more recently, I've seen like a big influx of these bigger players coming in, corporate money, as everybody's kind of feared,
Right.
But you see it with some big publicly traded companies coming in. They got big pockets. They can outspend probably 98% of deliveries, or because most of them that are mom and pop, they can't spend 20,000, 30,000 on weed maps.
Burn rate.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
that burn. They can. These bigger firms can just pull money. Oh, that's burned through. Yep, let's go
Not
ahead
their
and
They're
money.
do
showing
another
up
round of
first on
funding.
weed maps and
Oh yeah, and then they just bury the small guys. So
right.
it's kind of a shift in the industry we're seeing. A lot of people. There's people that are moving, people that are, like we said, closing, and people that are starting to figure out what their niche is and how they can, serve people better to maybe become more competitive in this landscape too, because that's what's most important. You got to try to win.
You got to be creative. You got to do something different.
Something different. Yep.
That's cool.
Just
Can't
have like the best fucking delivery persons that talk to them just for a little.
Customer service.
Customer
Yeah.
service is
Develop
always
rapport.
number one.
Yeah, it
You know,
breeds
it's the culture.
Competition breeds like a lot more quality
Greatness.
shit. Yeah,
Competition breeds
You know
greatness.
what I mean?
Yep.
Everybody gets better.
Yeah.
Keeps upgrading their shit.
I love the competition. Bring it.
Yep.
And customer service has got to be one of those.
Absolutely.
And
And that's something, we try to stay on top of too. It's always a struggle. You want to make sure. It's easy to get complacent as a driver, as a dispatch, as a manager. You always want to remind yourself and remind your team, hey, this is
I think that's
who we're doing it for.
It's that experience,
Yeah.
Yeah.
being able to do what we love right now in the weed industry is a blessing.
Yeah, and being able to help people. I talked to this lady today. Amazing. Had, some issues sleeping, chronic sleep issues. Just first time ever being introduced to cannabis.
Trying.
Super scared, but, is diving into the world and placed in order, right? I don't know. I'm just looking forward to hopefully hearing back, to see how it helped her. But that's a thing that I forget sometimes too. We got a lot of rec users because we're medical and recreational. But having those med users and puts me right back in check, being like, damn, that's where it came from. And then being that customer service, because it's a scary industry for somebody that's never ordered cannabis.
You want to follow up like a doctor, like
You do.
How did it work?
Yeah, how did that work?
No, seriously.
Yeah,
I think that's where you'll win, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
were a little nervous about your
Should've
recommendation.
took her number
too?
down.
Yeah,
You were nervous about your recommendation?
I'm like, all right,
hope it
one
worked.
of these 8 things I recommended will work. No, but she, it was cool because people are scared and especially people that need it for medicinal purposes, they're struggling. Struggling.
We do that with our aunties, like for
Yeah.
us, like our aunties, our uncles, whatever. We let them try something. Hey, how did that work for you, man?
Yeah.
They're all scared to try it at
Oh,
first.
for sure.
They're all still stuck in that. And I bet that that lady being that a little bit nervous to get into the industry or try weed, I bet that she will not tell any of her friends or her family around her, which is super discreet.
Yeah.
Only Alex knows.
Yeah,
Only Alex.
one person.
Yeah, which is great. And that's what people are just looking for relief right now.
Really, dude.
And they're
Without
looking
pills.
anywhere. Without pills, or they've tried pills. Maybe it doesn't work.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of personal friends and people that are just, it works for them.
Yeah, I know for sure. For sure, edibles take out a lot of pills, dude.
Yeah. No, they can. Hell yeah.
They do.
Take out a lot lot of pills.
Yeah, there's a
You
lot
take
of
enough
stories.
of them too. Tastes so good. Some of these edibles. Oof. Cookies.
Problem. Yeah.
Gummies.
All of it.
The Uncle Arnie's drinks. Dude, they got 4 or 5 flavors now.
Killing
I'm
it, huh?
drinking them.
That's dope. Again, the supply.
Yes, sir.
Fucking thing, man. How about them gas prices? though,
Oh,
man?
gas
As
prices.
for being a
Shit.
delivery service in 2022.
Yeah, man, it's rough. Gas prices are high as hell.
So
I don't
fucked.
actually see any relief in sight, to be honest. I think we're going to see it's going to keep going up as a summer. I mean, we're going to see a little dip. Summer's going to peak, and then it's going to probably trail off after that.
How'd you have to adjust to kind of pivot?
I'm
with
getting
the
a fucking
market?
10 speed, that's for sure.
Yeah, all of our drivers now have bicycles.
Yes.
Bikes.
And they actually have to ride in tandem to save. Fucking one carries a backpack,
Scooters.
the other
Yeah.
one's. No, I mean you just have to get smarter. I mean, luckily we use a route delivery software, like a routing software, so it actually calculates the smartest route for our drivers. So we're trying to use that to our advantage. But then also, I mean, really, there's not much we can do beyond that other than shift to kind of like a ice cream truck model style, or like a transfer driver, which basically we'll have like one runner go from the shop, take 4 or 5 orders, meet a driver midway. So we get to those orders a lot faster that way.
Right.
So maybe we cut down on all the drivers coming back to the hub. Now we just have one going back and forth.
Can you have like a floating inventory on the road?
You
at all
can
times?
in each vehicle if it's locked up
A
up to
certain
a certain dollar amount pre-sold and unsold. So like you can have X amount of orders that are pre-sold and then X amount of dollars. I think it's like $5,000, but they're voting for it to get raised. I don't know, like 8 or 10 grand, or something like
10,000.
Do they check that?
that.
Is there a way for?
Yeah. So I mean, the way
can.
that it would work is basically state comes in or city comes in, and if you're running that, they can be like, all right, let's check your inventory on the shelf. Your inventory on the shelf says you have this many. You only have this many. Where's the rest of them? Oh, they're in this kit. Okay, how many are in that kit? So you have to have documentation showing like, I've got X amount of this product in this kit, X amount in this kit, and the calculations.
They like fucking raid you when they come in.
Yeah, they're in your like. Luckily, we have
They count your shit out.
we have
They
in
count
our
your shit out,
particular
look
with
in your
in the city.
cameras, all every
Oh
kind of
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The city's lighter than what the state does. The city goes through a checklist of things and make sure everything's up to par. And but
They're
I've
busy.
seen the
They're
state. What they do is they go through every piece of paper because you got to keep all the
Yeah.
blue
You
tags.
guys
keep all
got
the
more paperwork than us. I mean, when they come in, it's pretty. It's not a breeze, but it's they just check stuff, but they've never physically counted.
Oh yeah,
I was just wondering-
the city does that
city's-
sometimes for us.
City's chill.
Yeah,
City's
they've
super
done
chill.
that before for us, so it is. They're
City of
I think
Sacramento
technically
is
supposed to,
chill. I
but
take that back. Yolo County's no joke.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're at my farm every like 20 plus days.
They count each pack out.
They count every plant they scan. They fucking
Wow.
count, weigh the packs.
You got to take your
They're
time and watch
crazy.
them and shit.
Growing
Like
shows.
everyone out there
sweating,
has
watching them.
no idea. It's only Yolo County. Everyone out there is like, they do what? Like in Sacramento, I'm like prepared. My shit is fucking dialed in. They know I'm from Yolo. Like I have a farm in Yolo, so they're like, I don't even need to walk in here. You're like, you
already
tag
know.
your plants. I'm like, fucking do everything the state says.
That's
Yeah,
good.
Yolo,
It's good practice to have.
Yolo helped write the regs for the state.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the guy that runs the thing, his name's Wah. He's like a fucking cop,
Fuck you.
and
all.
he's smart as shit.
Smart guy.
Yeah, he's smart.
Damn.
I hope
But
he's
we're
fair.
He's fair. I mean, they like us because we're fucking really very clean and on point. Like we're crazy compliant. We never get written up. But
Yeah, you have a very clean facility.
Yeah.
yeah, we put compliance over everything because they're so strict. They're gonna pop up on me in 20-something days, and there's
Yeah.
no reason for me to do anything weird because
Right.
all the weed sold wreck.
Yeah.
We wholesale
Hey, I've
a
been
little bit,
meaning
but
to
that's the
ask you
stuff
this,
we don't
dude.
want to package.
Who mops your floors at the indoor facility? That shit is shiny. all the
Everybody,
time.
moms.
Dude, that's
the
just
floors.
nice.
I know, dude.
Everybody.
Dude,
Props to that
gotta
guy.
get that mop.
That shit is fucking shiny, bro. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, bro.
The greenhouse
Does
is the
his
same.
shoes even get dirty from
Dude.
outside shoes coming in, bro? I don't.
Man, I
This shit is
think of
always
it like
shiny.
I think of it like a restaurant. Like I'm gonna sell
Yeah.
you this product.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna let people touch that with their fingers.
yeah. No, I got
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna leave
Yeah.
bullshit on the ground. I'm not gonna leave a fucking leaf on the ground.
Our
Like,
facility
Like we
is
keep
shiny.
it. It's the most important
It's
thing
kinda
is to keep
shiny.
it clean as fuck.
Your chef's
Yeah,
got to be
100%.
sanitary.
I don't want dust. Like people know it's a
Yeah.
green. I don't want dust coming in my greenhouse. There's no
Yeah.
dust in the greenhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the kitchen.
Like it's blocked off. This is
Yeah.
the facility is like medical
Yeah.
at this point. You can
That's-
fucking eat off the floors. I'm telling you, we keep it mad clean. We
Yeah,
pride ourselves in that.
I think that's the standard that you guys really set high, and everybody's trying to get there. And I hope
It's a lot of
everybody
work.
does in some way. You know, what
Yeah,
I
it's
mean?
a lot of extra
'Cause-
work, but
Yep.
like I can't sell you a product that came out of a fucking shithole place. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Gotta blow all the dust
Yeah.
off of it.
I
After.
can't stand behind it the same. At least you know what I mean.
yeah.
Well, then you're lucky, because in YOLO, if you weren't that way, you'd probably never open up or anything like that. So
Yeah,
probably lucked out on that.
I mean, inspectors love it. Inspectors
Right.
love
Yeah.
the cleanliness for sure.
That's fact.
That's just my regular, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not right.
That's just what we do, though, honestly.
Day in, day
Part
out.
of it, yeah.
So, Alex, any advice for anybody trying to start a new delivery dispensary? Because I know like 2 people that started one probably in the last year.
Yeah.
What do you say to them?
So, I would say be creative.
Right.
Don't be afraid to take on capital if needed, because you are going to need some sort of money to play in the space. Seems like, right when you get started, you might already be raking in the money, but, with overhead and things like that.
There's a pretty big cost of entry regardless.
Big
If
cost.
you're not-
Oh, my
Right.
gosh.
like,
Okay,
if
yeah,
you're
we
not
can talk about
connected- if
that.
You're not crazy
Yeah.
connected.
Because
But
think about it,
regardless,
when
it's
you're
huge cost
doing
of
your
entry.
build out, so like our warehouse, it was empty. We had to do a suite build out, and during that time, typically somebody's got to be paying rent on that building the whole time, right? Submit your paperwork, you know how it goes. It just sits, go through the process, and they won't issue you anything until it's actually completed and they can do a final walkthrough. So you're investing all that money, time for a potential, hey, like we're not going to issue it for whatever reason. But you have to get to that point. So I know that part's already hard. So you've already spent all this money getting in, and now you got to compete with people who've been stacking up clients for years, on weed maps. Because imagine we were on weed maps back in the day, like before we were even licensed, Prop 215,
Major flip.
Yeah, and we could stack clients up. So now people starting at zero trying to catch up, it's not impossible, it's just more expensive and takes, again, that creativity. So I would just say just hammer it out, go fucking hard, don't stop, and get creative. I mean, there's a lot going on with deliveries and being able to do like deliveries with events and kind of coordinating, and a lot of money to be made out there, private parties.
Yep.
So
I'd say you need a
what's gonna be
consultant. If you're gonna get into it at this point, you need a consultant. You need someone who's done
That's a
it
great
before,
point.
like Alex.
Yeah.
That's exactly who you need. You need to call Alex
Someone refer
and pay
Give me a
him
call.
Yep.
for information.
yeah, hey, I'll
That's-
give you the lowdown on it.
I just started learning this. Like
Yeah.
people hitting me up for IP for grow stuff. Like someone could know nothing about growing, give me a check, and they could take on like tons of my knowledge, 10 plus years of knowledge. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
If they take really good notes.
And they'll have a good chance of growing some fire.
Not the full recipe.
You
Facts.
can't do that. And with the delivery service,
Yeah.
that's what you need, is to pay a consultant.
Yeah.
Because you could actually hit the ground and start making sales.
Yeah.
But you need a lot of information.
Because, there's a lot of things you struggle with. And, we did it the same way. We had to just take a lot of L's, still take
A lot of
L's.
L's, yeah.
And, we just have turned those L's around or just fought through them at least. So
Yeah.
it
Turns
ends
them
up
into
saving money.
lessons.
Turns them into, L's into lessons for sure.
And a marketing budget that's just endless.
Right.
Probably.
That would be fantastic. I mean, so like I'll give you an idea. So we spend about like $2,500 to $3,000 a month on weed maps, which is tiny. It
Now,
seems like a
it
lot.
was way
Yeah.
way bigger than that.
Oh yeah, we were spending 10 to 12 to 13 a month. Right now we shrank it down, switch some
1,000.
things around. Yeah.
13,000
Yeah,
a month.
13,000
That's
a
not
month,
very
right?
Big shop.
Woo! And that
Damn.
is even small.
That's small. People
Like,
are spending hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of
dollars on
thousands a month on weed
and
maps.
Just
Other
to
marketing.
be on, just to pop up first.
Yep.
Top
Pop
spot,
up first.
other areas.
Yep.
There's so many different things.
Recommend.
Yeah, there's marketing on there.
Yeah.
Like they are.
Deal pages.
Those guys have got me for so much bread throughout the years. They're fucking the
Bro,
worst.
they're a $1 billion corporation.
They're the worst. But
They're a
you
technology
need them.
company.
You need them.
It
So
is.
how would you
They
get
extort
to?
you.
How would you get to
Smart.
new cannabis users before them?
So before then, shit, that was like guerrilla. That was like
Right.
guerrilla
That's
marketing
215
back
word of
then.
mouth.
That's where.
Yeah, I mean that was like, because until weed maps came out, well, there was like the newspapers, there was the remember
SNR?
SNR, there was
Yes.
so I remember the paper ads.
Right.
Those would always be really attractive. But I don't really remember before that shit.
Yeah.
I think it was all just word of mouth, or, oh, I know this place, or I know this spot. Because by the time that the ads were out, there was
Bud
shops
Trader,
popping up.
Bud Trader.
Bud
there was a bunch
Trader,
of different
Yeah.
fucking
Trader.
bullshit
Our
things.
boy Pop
Forums.
used to do one. It was a
Add
good
value.
one. Add values. Yeah, that was a good one.
It's
Yep.
strictly for cannabis clubs.
You know, I still see, I think 7 Leaves or colas on the back of Save Mart's receipts.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah.
Hey,
How
I'll
the
tell you
fuck?
something about colas. They got the marketing game locked down.
Yeah.
This is the craziest shit. I called at one point, inquire about those same ads. I'll hit up a few different companies like, hey, just want to get some dollars, get some ideas of what it's going to cost. And they're like, oh, yeah, what regions are you looking at? I'm like, Sacramento. They're like, oh, yeah, no problem. But right now, everything's locked down for cannabis by colas.
Bought out.
They're in
Yeah.
every fucking grocery store
Every
that they
grocery
can
store.
be.
And think about it, that's a target market. Those are the new cannabis users, grandmas, aunties, moms.
And it's
on
purple,
the
it's
back of
bright,
the
it's nice.
receipt. It's not that, they're going to call when they get curious.
For
enough,
sure.
Like when they're looking for relief.
That's,
Like
Yeah.
you said.
that's getting creative. Someone got creative and thought of that and made that deal with the grocery stores that
100%.
no one would have
Smart.
done before. It's cool. I like seeing
Yeah.
that stuff.
Smart.
And then when they hit it with
Innovation
other
and
things and they
kinda
hit,
market.
they got billboards here, billboards there. You know what I mean? They're
spinning.
building that brand and that foundation.
Familiarizing
Yeah.
themselves with everyone.
They even have, my homie has a smoke shop and they even have CBD, just strictly CBD, obviously.
Right.
But Cola's branded CBD in his smoke shop. So it's like, then if you go in a smoke shop, oh shit,
There
Cola's.
it is
Boom, that's
again.
it.
Wow.
So
It's
shout out. They're doing
it's
it,
trustworthy. Has to be.
Yeah.
Those guys have been in the game before me. Those guys have been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
They've owned dispensaries for a long
like
time.
a
They
family,
they own like 9 dispensaries in Sacramento and they bought them all. You know what I mean? It wasn't like when you couldn't have a dispensary. I think that they opened a couple before they bought them. I take that back.
Yeah.
Those are the people that had the biggest balls.
They had big balls.
That did it
for sure.
when they knew they were going to get rated. Not that they can get rated, that they were going to get rated
Yeah.
at some point. So, and then they open up the next day like nothing happened.
Come back to it.
Yep. Come raid me again.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
shout out
Pop-up
to all those
shops.
guys.
And then
I was scared shitless. I was in that clique basically. I knew about the Sacramento City. You can get a license at that time, a dispensary. I wanted it, but I was growing and scared to do it. I thought that these guys are going to fucking prison.
Yeah.
I swear to God, these guys are going to prison.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'd be
But
doing some like window
some of
graphics
them
like you
did.
guys do.
Yeah.
And because when they were popping up, they'd call me and they'd be like, hey, can you do our windows? I'm like, yeah, boom. Hit the windows with like cannabis, Like how they were big and loud. Fucking hit them up every time. Same
Do
thing
it.
pop up.
It's,
You know?
it was a hustle, and more than it was a store back then. But it was
Yeah,
a scary
that's
vibe.
right.
But at the same time, you were able to open it, smell it.
Deli style,
There was
yeah.
no
Deli.
there was no fucking branding.
It was way better.
There was no fucking branding. It was all about the
Yeah.
bud look,
You get
smell.
quality.
Density,
Even the shops, they'd all be like this
lightness,
shitty ass shop. You
Fuck.
walk in, they don't
Yeah.
give a shit. Just hella jars on the table.
But you
And
know
you
what?
would
Some
know
stoner in the back, like, "Hey, bro."
And you would know which club had the fire, and you would keep going back to that club.
Well, yeah, they all got a reputation at some point.
Yep.
I think,
Specific
though,
clubs had it. Other clubs would just a mix and match.
Right.
if you have like consistent, good quality weeds, that you got the preferred, right? That's what I think is gonna just. There's certain brands that are sitting into categories, right?
They have that
Like,
in Highlands.
you know,
Yeah.
Weren't you?
and they're
Were
just
you in
making their
Highlands?
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all those.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes total sense.
Well, they started in Sac County.
And they're right there at the top shelf for light dep, and I mean,
Yeah.
it's already indoor at that point, man. I don't know how much more fire you can make it out, coming out of that greenhouse. It's fire, man.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, the
Trying.
cool thing about it too is being able to get it so fast to the consumer. I think most of your stuff, by the time it gets packaged and sent out and in the stores, none of it sits. So just people are getting stuff
the
that's
key. You
fresh.
gotta- I think what
Turn
I'm trying to
around.
find out is how much. Where do I get capped out? I'm sold out of weed at this point, but how much can I expand to where I'm still in the same realm? Nothing. I just don't want anything sitting on the shelves
Yeah.
Right.
because that's where people are getting screwed. People are growing super fire, but it's a high ticket and it's sitting on the shelves for months.
Right.
Like a lot of my homies are like, man, I went and bought all my own weed because it was fucking old, and I don't want people to have it. You know what I mean? Because we stand behind this shit. It's, it isn't money anymore. It's just like
it's especially
I
if it's
want you to
a
have a good
first
experience.
impression. It's a first impression to new consumers too of your weed. You know, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
If it's old and they open
No,
it.
I'm pissed. I mean, it happens sometimes. And it falls on the dispensaries because they don't push specific things. It's kind of a partnership. When they purchase, I give it to them for a good price. They should market it on their own rather than me having to go in and sell it. But it's changing. The game's changing. We'll see what's going to happen in the next couple of years.
The display on the dispensary shelf too is a major deal.
It's a major deal.
Where they put you, and if they put something in front of your product because there's so much product on the shelf. Yeah. Like someone's got to show up and say, "Hey, man, can we get that in the front?"
You need to be able to see it. I mean, it's like you buy the bag, it's a good price. Yeah. You're thinking there's probably some shit in there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's important to have a dope display out there of the flower. Yes. Where you can see that it's it's a good price, but it's because we personally grow it. We don't have to buy weed. We grow our own weed, so we can have it at a good price.
That's for the culture. That's what's up.
Yeah.
You do put it at a very fair rate, bro. So much so I take advantage of it, right?
That's thing smoking. Alex? Shit. We were doing $25 eights the other day for what, $4.20 that whole weekend. Dude, that was a great deal. People were snatching that up.
I think everybody scooped on 420 this last year. It was a rush, bro. I haven't seen 420 like that in a long time.
Summer's kicking in too. People are coming back. I feel it picking up. We're feeling it.
It was every brand came out and showed up and showed out, dude.
Yeah,
it was and every fucking consumer came out and bought the deals, bro. They knew it, dude.
Where were you guys at on 420?
We were at All About Wellness.
Nice.
Oh, that's right.
How many people did they see? Was so packed.
How many people did they see?
It's so many, dog.
You said too many.
I didn't say too many, but so many because I wish them all blessings possible.
No, of course.
But I think they couldn't have served any more people than they did that day. I'm sure.
That's amazing. That's great, bro.
There was a wait, dude. But then people were like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna go somewhere else," and they went somewhere else, and the line was huge there too, so they came right back. And like, I'll wait. I'll wait for my deals. I'm gonna save $300 today. You know what I mean? So I'll do 45 minutes in the lobby. That's fine. Damn. So, but it was good, dude. A lot of promo that day.
Hit up the delivery
I was about to say, bro. I didn't want to squash their love, but man, we could have delivered in like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh shit!
Not 420. 420. I take that back. It's a little longer. 30 minutes. 45 minutes.
But the vibe.
No, 420 vibes in a dispensary is a good feeling, bro.
But it was more than that, dude. I had seen people in other places throughout the day, and the vibe was really, really good, dude.
Yeah,
it was a holiday. Yeah, it felt like
everybody was celebrating it.
Yeah, it was a good 420 this year, dude. The weather was perfect.
It was. It actually really was.
Yeah, dude.
I thought it was gonna rain, but it turned out really nice.
It was cracking.
T-shirts.
Folding shirts. Yeah. Back at that shit.
Hey, Alex, what other kind of promos should we be looking out for, though?
Man, we're going to be picking up some cold fire juice pretty soon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a collab, right?
Yeah.
Preferred collab, cold fire. So we're going to be picking that up. That's going to be big. Just actually picked up some other blunts that are infused with cold fire. Already moving, really fucking heat. So we're going to be doing some deals on those, and really just focusing on getting all the new preferred flower in, all the fresh stuff. Bunch of quarters in, which are killer. So if you're like into smalls, you save a little bit of money, but those crush too. Those move, I think, almost even more than the eights when we have them. I mean, we sell them pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep an eye out for all that new shit.
That sounds awesome. I will keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, I'll hit you guys up. I'll send you a little goodie bag.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Or just
I
stop
don't like
by.
to bother you anymore. I go right online and I just go
Yeah, I
straight
do appreciate
through.
that, you know, 'cause I'm fucking running
You
around.
already put my code in, so that's
I
good to
appreciate
go.
it, bro. I appreciate
There's no
that.
need to call you for it, unless it's like 3 hours late or something, which has never happened.
No.
So I never call.
I appreciate
So
that.
it sometimes just goes through, I think.
Yeah, man. We try to keep it smooth, try to keep it easy for everybody.
Well, I'm fucking lit, dude.
Dude, we're high as
I don't know
shit.
why these keep coming, and they're so fucking big. bro.
Baddies rolling some
The
big,
resin ring
big
is
old
real.
babies.
Fuck, dude, Lord of the Resin Ring.
Jeez.
Fuck. So, but we're gonna wrap it up right now. That was a fucking
Thank
good
you, guys.
fucking show. Lit as fuck. Fucking Preferred Gardens, man.
Thank
Really
you.
did
Let's
it
get
again, man.
Appreciate it.
And we want to thank everybody out there for subscribing for us and to us and liking us. Comment down below.
Hell
We
yeah, thank you,
appreciate
guys.
that. And thanks Tomas and Dave coming on the show. Thank
All
you,
day.
thank you, Dev, in the
Shout out
background.
Thanks for keeping us
Shout
lit.
out Dev.
Yep.
Shout out Dev, keeping us fucking
you guys
going.
doing your thing. We appreciate it. Everybody else, we love you. Take care. Peace.
Peace.
We're out.